Hello, Cancer. Welcome. Sorry about that throat clearing. Just trying to get it in before the live. Maybe it didn't make it. Hello, Cancer. Welcome. This is the week ahead for you. This is Infinite Fire Readings. I'm glad to have you here. Oh, I just had to waft down some mee goreng, some instant noodles. They were great. They were very tasty. Very, very tasty. And now I'm going to do your reading, hopefully with a few more brain cells. Not that I was lacking any before, and not that instant noodles can add brain cells. But anyway, that's all good. Sustenance. Good to have you, Cancer. I'll stop rambling now. Infinite Fire Readings here. This is the week ahead for you for June. I don't know what that noise was. Yeah. So see what the cards have to say. It's for June. Could be the first week, or it could be for the month ahead as well. That's sort of, I'm open-minded to that at the moment. I'm going to be starting with this more traditional deck, getting 5 of these cards to pull your situation. I will then get 5 more from the Wild Unknown Tarot to get your advice. And then finally, I'll pull you at least one. It's been at least more than one all of today. So you're probably gonna get more than one. But at least one of the Universe Has Your Back affirmation oracle cards as well. Yeah, so let's get on into it. Keep in mind, free will comes first. These are just cards. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. You might just have Cancer in your chart. You might be cross-watching for another Cancerian. That's all fine. Yeah, it is a general reading though, so it may not resonate with everyone. You might want to check out your other star sign chartness in your chart. Might check out your other star signs in your chart. Pardon me. Maybe there's something there for you to gain. But yeah, just keep that in mind. This reading is for your entertainment. So let's see what nuggets of wisdom we can get throughout all of that. All right, one more shuffle for you, Cancer, and we'll get on into it. It's good to be here. I am really happy to be here. It's been a really big week for me, and yeah, I've wanted to do this. I couldn't do it on Saturday because I had a prior commitment, which was very important, but here I am. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm going to go from here. I was going to give it one more, but I'm feeling good here, actually. So what's going on with Cancer for the week ahead, please? I do read past to future as well with current in the middle, or for the week as it goes along. Take it as it resonates. Could be the month as well, because it is a brand new month coming in. All right, first couple of cards for you. For you, Cancer. What's going on? All right. We have, boom, here you are. Cancer, Chariot, coming up. First card of your spread. Maybe just feeling like you're in your own energy. That's good. That's wonderful, actually. So Cancer, yeah. The Chariot, card of Cancer. Cancerian card. Pardon me. It's also a card of victory. So taking the polar opposites, taking all of your energy, harnessing it, and moving forward successfully. So that is a stellar start to the week. That's a wonderful, fantastic start. You've then got the Page of Pentacles coming up next. So you could be dealing with an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Pages are inexperienced, receptive, feminine, and learning-based energies. And the Page of Pentacles is very much so about the 3D tangible world. Most stable of all the suits the Pentacles are because they are very grounded. So yeah, you could be dealing with someone or maybe just learning to receive gifts coming in. Ooh, the Magician coming into the middle or the current of your spread. That's nice. That's about manifesting. Can be about manipulating. Though if it's manipulation, to me that's just reconstructing your environment, I guess, a little bit. I'm not really seeing it like you're being manipulative in a negative way, just more shifting the energies around you. Maybe just manifesting things that you want into your life, which is nice. I'm going to turn my heater off. That's a lot. It's too much. Okay, I'm going to take these this way. We have, oh my gosh, that's your third major arcana, the Star card, card of Aquarius, about fulfilling wishes and dreams. I think you are focusing on manifesting something or making something come into your world, focusing on goals at the moment, Cancer. That's pretty cool. And the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, okay, I like this energy. I feel like there's a little bit of social stuff happening as well. Queen of Pentacles, again, could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be someone older than you as well. Doesn't have to be though. Queens are experienced, they are receptive, feminine, and emotion-based energies. The Queen of Pentacles is relatively grounded though, in terms of, I guess, her emotions. probably more so than the other queens in that she's a queen. I guess she's based on emotions, but she's very based in this world. You have two feminine energies on the board, just as an FYI. It doesn't have to be man or woman, though they are coming out that way. Could be just introverted, receptive people as well. One inexperienced, one experienced. So, yeah, interesting energy so far. I feel like you are working on manifesting dreams and goals into your actual reality. I think that this is a very action-based time in that regard, though with huge emphasis on keeping your vision in mind. That is what I'm seeing here, Cancer, which is great. Really feel good vibes. And the star card is long term sort of energy. So I feel like you are sort of figuring your stuff out. I think you might be communicating with a few different people as well, just because you do have a couple of court cards here on the table. Maybe learning yourself as well as maybe reaching out to higher support or people who you feel like maybe are mentors or guides in your life could be an option as well. As a few cases. Let's check out the bottom of the deck energy. Okay. So you're coming into this week ahead energy or the card spread with Temperance in the reverse. Could be card of Sagittarius. So it could also be just not feeling balanced at the moment, which is interesting because it looks like you're working quite hard. With the Six of Pentacles, wanting give and take. So wanting flow, wanting balance as well with that six. Are sixes balance? I think they might be for some reason. I'm not 100% sure of that. So don't take it as gospel. Pardon me as well. 10 of Wands, maybe feeling like you're carrying a bit of a heavy burden to do with working. I really do think that you are working towards your goals in the physical world. It could be financial goals as well. But maybe just, maybe feeling a little bit unbalanced. That could be the reason that you're coming here, wanting to take a leap of faith. Not strong. Not making some decisions, maybe rambling a little bit there. I know that was probably a little bit illegible. Though that could be the reason that you're here, because I feel like you're quite focused, from what I can see for the most part, on achieving what you want. We'll go over it one by one as well, and we'll get some advice also. So you could just be looking to get just a bit more insights as to how to make things flow better or how to actually reach things. So that could be sort of what's going on. Yeah, so maybe you're harnessing your own energies, coming into your own energy here as well, Cancer, moving forward victoriously. So it seems like you're in an active mission. So you're doing stuff, you're actioning it. Two Pentacles here as well as 3D. So maybe learning how to give, learning how to implement things into your life as well right now. How to give towards your goals, how to give yourself time and give yourself the resources required. Could also be learning to receive gifts that assist this, whatever this is that you're manifesting. Again, you could be dealing with that younger earth sign or a younger Page of Pentacles like figure. Just right in the middle, just manifesting. So wanting something to come into fruition, focusing on that coming in for you. Really powerful, strong energy. It feels very good. I'm feeling a lot of power from this reading, which is nice. The star card's up next, which is a card of Aquarius, long-term goals, long-term dreams, focusing on, what you want that long-term outcome to be, that wish fulfillment, though, with a plan, a pathway in mind. So it's good focus. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius as well, as a possibility. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you reaching out to someone with this Queen of Pentacles energy because you want to emulate that a little bit as well. I feel like they might be a guide or a role model kind of figure for this for you. So, I am feeling that, this grounded energy, someone maybe in control of their finances, in control of their material world, receptive to assisting you, receptive to hearing things out or just, being a support for you. So they may not be giving you things, but they may be receptive to assisting with guidance in terms of how they are and things like that. That's kind of what I am getting. So let's get you some advice. I think this is pretty powerful, awesome. I was going to say awesome first. Pretty awesome energy, Cancer. I certainly like it. I can't see what that goal is, or any specificities really from these cards, other than you might be sort of dealing with a couple of people. But it really does feel, I'm feeling like an inflow, like you're in the river of action towards your goals and dreams and visions. So that's nice. I really like that energy. And you're really in your element, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool, especially at these times. I love seeing someone that's a go-getter. I feel like you might be a bit of a go-getter. So let's just check it out, Cancer. Let's find out what's happening at the moment for you, for your energy. Is that enough? going to do 3 more. I just did a little internal check. 3 more it is. 3 more shuffles. I've said this a lot. I'm taking whatever time is required because I want to give great readings and I don't want to rush them. I don't want to feel like you're not getting value out of the readings or whatever. So yeah. And I want to do a great job also. All right, final shuffle. On me. Alrighty. Cancer, let's get you some advice for the week ahead or for this spread. Maybe the month ahead. Could be leading into month energies. I'm open to that, but I'm not going to label them this way because of week ahead stuff. I like the week ahead. It's good. Vibing it at the moment. All right. What does Cancer need to know? What advice, please? Week ahead advice, please. For Cancer, for this current situation, sort of looking like you're manifesting things. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. 1, 2. I feel like taking them that way. Third one didn't flip either. All right. Okay. So 10 of Wands coming up here as your first card of advice in the reverse, which is releasing burdens. It's interesting because the 10 of Wands came up here in the bottom of your spread that you are possibly carrying some burdens, which makes sense. If you're trying to manifest something, there could be a lot on your plate. Interesting advice. Maybe you're focusing on too many things at once or something. We'll have a look into that. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as well, underneath the page as advice. Interesting. I feel like this is about mentally tuning yourself is the best word I can think. Or like, what's the word? I think, yeah, that'll do. Mentally tuning yourself to be in a place where you are able to manifest quicker in a way. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And I don't mean that like, not manifest, like make it drop out of the sky. I feel like there is a lot of effort that's going into this. Maybe things will drop in for you. I'm not saying they won't. Son of Cups in the reverse as well as advice. I will go over all of this, by the way. Don't you worry about that. I will go over everything. Not that you were worried inherently. So, yeah. Bless. All right. Son of Cups as well. Sun is the Knight of Cups, so assertive, masculine, inexperienced, action-based energy. That's too many cards. Part of me wants to take both of them, but I don't think I will. It's just too. Oh no, there's too many. It's 5. Leo, Strength card came out here as well. I need 2, please. Okay, there they are. All right. Take them like that because I just said Leo Strength. Now it's in the reverse as advice. It was in the upright. Interesting. I'm going to read it probably both ways because of that because I found that really interesting. Give me a mini moment, please. Cancer, let me just look at things. The sun on the bottom. Oh, I don't usually look at that, but that's okay. Let me shuffle and just assess everything here. And I might do it a little bit quicker, not because I want to rush, but because I feel like I'm dragging a little bit. Okay, Son of Cups, yeah, not asserting yourself, maybe emotionally. That's interesting, actually. I like that. Strength card, yeah. All right, so I feel like this reading is for someone who is, again, focusing on manifesting things in their life, focusing on making things happen, bringing in what they really want. You could have taken on some kind of a project during this crazy time or this current time, just taking the initiative, starting to make things work for yourself or wanting to focus on things working and actually putting in that action and learning a lot. I feel like that is who this is resonating with, someone who is putting the work in to creating something in their life that is a long-term goal and really just, working on manifesting that. And the advice I think that I'm getting here with this spread is to do with finding quicker ways to bring that about for you. So I really like it. It might not seem like it might seem counterintuitive, some things I'm saying. So I guess take what resonates, but I'll read it as I see it and we'll go from there. Oh, just spruce up my hair. It was such a dreadlocked mess when I woke up and this is genuinely it looking pretty good. Anyway, let's move on. Cancer. Okay. So to start with, you're coming into the spread in your own element, harnessing your own energies, and just powering forward, which is really, really good vibes for this start of the spread. Just being in your element. The advice here is actually to release a burden. So it's the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and it could be to let go of a burden. I don't see that as like release your dream. That's not how I see that. You might need to take a day off. That could be an option actually for you. I sort of do feel like I do need to say that, or it feels right, I guess, to say that a little bit as a possibility. Could be something to do. However, I see this as if you are carrying around a lot at the moment with what's going on, and I think this feels good. I feel good about all this. I feel like it's really on a good path, but you are lacking balance coming into the spread, maybe feeling like you're carrying a heavy burden. So there might be just some things that you don't need to carry as you do this. You might need to put things down. So if you are trying to make this thing manifest, but you're also maybe holding onto a past project that you kind of want to wrap up and complete, this says just let it go at the moment. Sometimes we can struggle with things that are unfinished. Oh, but this is what I do. Like I'll start a project, I won't get it done, that kind of stuff. This is saying put it down. It's okay. If you're manifesting this might not be relevant at the moment. It doesn't mean you're not going to pick it up in the future. I don't know. Though it could be to just put it down right now. Harness your energies and focus on that. It might make it quicker for you. You're going to have more energy mentally and otherwise, physically, to invest in this, in actualizing what it is that you want. So that is the advice I am seeing there. That might also help you get some balance. If you're feeling a little bit like there's just a lot happening, that might help sort of go, okay, less is happening. I can spread it a bit more evenly now and actually juggle things a little bit lighter, make them lighter for me, or something like that. Okay, next up is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is more about you than someone else, whereas I feel like this Queen is more about someone else and you. It could be, though, that you're dealing with an earth sign, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do think it could be your own learning energy, learning to give yourself gifts in time and energy and resources towards this. So it could be even why you're here if you are looking at this and it's resonating. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, just sort of getting that understanding and growth happening, that learning happening, I can say, regarding how to manifest all of this and how to make it happen. The advice for that learning energy for you is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It's not situational, it's advice. So how I see this is if there's an emphasis on getting lucky as well, or no, I don't like starting it that way. This just says to me, don't focus on it all falling into place all at once. So, if this was this way, I guess this advice I'd say focus on things turning in your favor. Be open to that happening for you, because sometimes having certain mindsets in different situations can allow things to come in or just be what we need at the time. And again, take what resonates, right? If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. So, I see this as saying don't feel like, you need to like get lucky and you need things to just fall into place so that you just know everything or so that it just happens. There could be a huge learning patch that you need to go through that might take a bit of time. It could be a slow burn in a nice, healthy way. I am feeling really good, stable energy with this read. Though the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is just like, don't expect it to just happen. I think that might help you with like burnout. It might, as in not just investing so much that you're like, well, why hasn't this just come about? It'll sort of go, well, I need to pace it because life happens as it does, and it's not necessarily just going to turn in my favor today or tomorrow. Like I might need to learn a lot more and put in the effort for this to come about as a long-term goal. So it's funnily enough, that might actually help you manifest it quicker because you're not depending on the universe to make it happen for you. You're coming back into your own place where you go, well, where am I at? And what can I do to bring about the best possibility that I'm going to get things come in for me that are of assistance with what I want to achieve. That was a bit wordy, but I hope that made sense. So yeah, don't expect it to be given to you as you're learning. Like things are going to come in. I think that's natural if you're on the right path, but it might take time. So just keep that in mind because funnily enough, it might speed up the process a little bit, which I think is a good thing. Anyway, I'll move on from there, Cancer. So hope that resonated or something. Excusez-moi, pardon me. Next up, Cancer, the Magician. Card of manifesting right in the middle of your spread. So if you are manifesting something at the moment and, learning about things, do I need to sneeze? What's going on? My body's gone all crazy. All of a sudden it's just doing what it wants. I'm sorry, Cancer. There we go. It's a non-sneeze sneeze, my least favorite kind. Okay, so you might be trying to manifest something right now. Clearly harnessing your energy, needing to release a bit of burdens, not expecting life to give it to you, learning about things as you go. Still in this manifesting energy, the advice is the Sun of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So, the Sun or the Knight of Cups in the reverse here. Knights are assertive, inexperienced, masculine, and action-based energies. The Knight of Cups is an emotional cup coming in as well. So a lot of the time in love readings, when it's in the upright, it can be seen as this knight coming forward, offering you the love cup, It doesn't have to be love, though. It could be. There could be a few things, actually, now that I look at it. But I see it more as in the reverse, as advice, don't invest emotionally too much in what you're doing, which is interesting. So it's sort of like if you only do the work when you feel good, that's almost, it's not entirely out of your control. Emotions are within our control, and it's learning to master those. So if you're someone who bases their actions around their emotional investment or how good they feel about something, or they invest emotionally into something to the point where if it doesn't work out, it's like it sucks. This is saying don't do that. You can still do the actions without having that emotional investment. It may not feel as yay but it also won't feel as boo when it doesn't work out, or if it doesn't work out, or if it's just taking time. So you can manifest without feeling all the feels, really. It's action-based. So I feel like you're in a learning developmental phase at the moment with this one, Cancer. This is saying don't emotionally invest. It can also mean, I better state this as well, it is a water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer could be yourself. It might be to release or disconnect from some kind of Knight of Cups energy in your life that maybe is quite emotional, comes forward, without really thinking it through or without the experience. It could also be to not invest in love connections right now, is another option. It might not be of benefit for you manifesting things. Those are all actual things that this card can mean. Though I just view it as don't really emotionally invest. It could be about the love thing. Don't invest in love right now. Don't come forward with offers. Though I feel like it's don't emotionally invest as you manifest. So, for instance, with the tarot, like I come here and I get up and I show up, whether or not I want to, whether or not I'm like, yay, I have to wake up really early, woo. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I wouldn't do this unless, I wanted to. And today I'm really happy to be here. Like I'm feeling really good about this. I've wanted to do this all week. Though, again, it's like not investing in the outcome. So I'll start a reading. I'll be like, well, I'll just do my best. It's not like, oh, yay, it has to mean everything. That's kind of what I'm getting. You don't have to invest all your emotional cups to manifest things. Just do the thing. Yeah. Rather than putting weight on being a certain emotional way to do the thing, or that it's going to need to be a certain outcome. You've invested those cups emotionally into that. I hope that makes sense. Take away that weight to just do the stuff that needs to get done. Make it more practical in your mind. Disconnect a bit emotionally to make it sort of smoother for you, rather than be based on the waves of your emotions, which are very ebb and flowy. And in particular, in the current situation, it can be up and down a little bit and a lot. A little bit and a lot. Okay, the Star card next. So it looks like you're focusing on a long-term goal, Cancer, which is wonderful. Could be a card of Aquarius. You might be dealing with an Aquarian also, though I think this is you focusing on long-term dreams and goals, which is great. Really good vibes. What's come up here is the Leo card. So you might be dealing with a Leo. I saw it that way when it first came out, and it fell out that way when I just wanted two cards. So I will read it both ways because I find that quite interesting. As a card in reverse, if you are focusing on your long-term goal, it can be don't worry about being strong every day towards achieving it. So there's going to be days where you're like, like I can't, I don't even want to. That's just part of the terrain, and just keep going. Really, like You have more strength than you think, and sometimes that strength comes from accepting that you're not strong, funnily enough. So you might be feeling like crap or just not feeling good, bless, and then, yeah, just going forward anyway. It did also come up in the upright to start with, so it could be to have strength, which sort of resonates with that anyway as you go along. It could be to just stay strong as you move towards this goal. And again, sometimes the strength lies in accepting that we don't feel strong, because it's acceptance of the current, which is strong in itself because it gives you clarity about things rather than being in a denial headset about what's going on. That sounds a bit dramatic for what I mean to say, but it's, yeah, just acknowledging where you're at and what you're feeling in any given moment, be that strength or like, I'm not feeling it, but still going forward anyway. That's how you achieve those long-term goals. You do it anyway. And that is strength, going forward, even though you're not feeling strong. So that's that. Could also be that you might need to release a Leo or communicate with a Leo, because it did come out in both ways. So take that as it resonates. An Aquarius and a Leo might be having some kind of situation as well. I don't know. Not really what I'm reading inherently, but that could be happening. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm getting there for you, Cancer. Let's move on to your final card. So the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever this is, this long-term goal, this manifesting thing that you're, going with and creating, I think that you might be reaching out to someone who is mature, experienced, receptive. Could be that feminine energy, and mature in that Pentacles, quite grounded, and emotion-based as well with the Queen here, though. Could just be a Queen of Pentacles like energy in your life, some kind of role model. Could be older than you. Doesn't have to be man or woman, feminine, introverted, masculine, assertive kind of energy. It's a feminine card. So someone very grounded, and someone willing to receive receive where you're at and be a support for you, whether or not they're giving to you, they're receiving they're a support for you in that they're listening, and they might be able to provide advice and insights as well. And be, just like a bit of a emotional, social support and a role model for what you're doing in a way. I do feel like that. It's the Page to the Queen. I do feel like that. It could be like a mother-daughter dynamic. I'm not really getting that, but it could be. But this is sort of, I think, what's happening here. You might be doing all of this and reaching out to those supports that actually, are emulating what you want to be. It's my word, emulating today. They're showing you the path that you kind of want to take in their mentality and their practicality in life. So that's what I think is happening. I did sum that up before. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. I did just see that, and it threw me a bit, but I appreciate it a lot. So thank you. The two of take two. The Two of Wands in the reverse is coming up as advice. So it's about not planning for things. So in the upright, this is sort of, it is and isn't about planning. In the upright, it's about looking at your kingdom, looking at your options. It's before you plan, right? So twos are also about decisions in the tarot. So I am feeling a little bit like it's about decisions, but not making decisions, because it's in the reverse. So if it's in the upright, you're assessing your kingdom, you're looking at your landscape, you're sort of seeing what you have to work with before you start planning, because you need to know what you're working with in order to plan, right? You can't plan and then go, well, I don't have that. Well, why don't you look at that before you make plans, So anyway, tangent. This is about not making any decisions or plans right now. Let me look at that as advice. So how I see that, I guess, it doesn't feel quite right, but I might get there as I go. It could be to take on the information you're getting from this Queen and don't just necessarily jump with haste into anything, any decisions. It could also be that you don't, like, maybe you're not yet seeing everything that you have in your landscape. Maybe it's like you don't need to look at your landscape just now. You might be in a place where you're growing and still learning about manifesting something, where it's more about learning how to do what it is that you want or how to get it, rather than looking at where you're at in terms of getting it. So, for instance, you might go to school, in your classroom, whatever, workplace, internship, apprenticeship, just throwing ideas out there. And you might be learning about how to, weld a piece of metal. That's the example we're going to use today. And you've never done, you don't have metal in your life. You don't have a welder, but you're learning about how to do it. So you're getting that information, And it's not about going, oh, but I don't have a welder. Like, I don't have those tools. That's not the point. The point is to look at how to do it. And then when that's done, you can flip it. So you might be looking at this character, at what they have, what they can offer you, what tangible thing in their life that represents what you want to achieve and how you want to be that a state of mind, how they manage their finances, how they are in the tangible 3D world, and just observing that rather than going, oh shit, that's not me, I don't have that yet. Like, I think that you'll possibly get there. I don't know. I'm not seeing that in the cards as such, but I mean, if you're working on this, that seems like a natural progression if you keep going, I think. Though this basically says, yeah, it's not so much about looking at your own landscape as much as letting that go and learning from the situation before you look at what you have to work with on this front regarding this role model or advisory character in your life. Yeah, so that's what that's all about, Cancer. Let's get you an affirmation card from the Universe Has Your Back. Affirmation cards, at least one. We'll find out what comes out. I hope that made some kind of sense. It's just like, yeah, learn from the sources that are doing what you want to do without looking at your own landscape just yet. I know that's unusual because usually, I mean, you probably look at where you are and where you need to improve. But I do think it's sort of, you're in a learning place right now with manifesting as well, a tangible learning place. It's not like, I don't think you're not doing things. But I think there's just, yeah, elements that you've got to learn about before you can act on them and before you can assess where you're at, if that makes sense. I feel good here. Let's get you one, Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know? These can be quite powerful affirmations. Sometimes they're a little bit in your face. It's funny, I say that and I feel weird, like this is going to be a weird one. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be odd as it comes out. Let's have a look. All right, is that it? Oh, just one. The first with just one, Cancer. You are the first to have just one card come out. Joy is the ultimate creator. That's not as weird as I thought it would be, to be fair. But it seems like it's probably a contradiction because I said don't emotionally invest. It doesn't mean don't enjoy what you do. It just means don't put weight on needing to feel good to do it or happy or whatever, or be in a certain place to do that. And don't put emotional investment in the outcome, rather like just do it rather than investing emotionally in it. That's what that means. It doesn't mean don't be joyful. So joy is the ultimate creator. I guess I interpret this as, well, a couple of things. One, do what makes you happy because that just helps all the things in life. So if you haven't been doing that much stuff, you might just want to take a minute to do something you enjoy, like play a game that you like, or, I don't know, read a book or step out and have a chat with someone. I really don't know what that means for you. Though this also to me means if you are manifesting something and you're moving forward towards some kind of long-term goal here and learning about things and getting that, get excited about those aspects of it that you do enjoy. So, and it doesn't mean shut off the other ones. It just means if there's part of it that you're like, I really like this part, get in that zone. So you don't have to be there to make it happen. And I feel like this is, don't put all your cups in one basket so that if the basket falls over, they spill out. It just means like, if you like this part, utilize that energy to create as well. It sounds like a contradiction, but I don't think it is. I just think it means connect with the part of yourself that does get joy from what you're doing, because it will help you, but it isn't required to make it happen. And you shouldn't overinvest as well. That's sort of what I'm saying here. So yeah, that's the vibe, Cancer. That's the card you're getting. So pretty powerful. Joy is the ultimate creator. Nice. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Please do like and subscribe as well if you do like my content. It means a lot to me and it really, really helps me grow my channel. So I would love to see more of you. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. That was a bit of a ramble, but that's all genuinely the truth. So yeah, I'm now going to be moving on to Virgo. You're welcome to join me there if you want to, for whatever space time you're in. It is always a pleasure and an honor to read for you. I do hope you got something out of this. Just looks like just keep going. I think you're on a really good path. It feels very healthy. And just yeah, I hope those gave you sort of nuggets of assistance with your mentality and your space that you're in to move forward. So that would be cool. All right, Cancer, thank you so much. I'll move on now to Virgo, and yeah, have a great space time wherever you are. I'll catch you next time. Bye.